Aloha and welcome to the Hawaii Tax Institute virtual conference. I'm Spencer Gould. I'm a private client advisor with Bank of America Private Bank, and I'll be the host for today's great live stream event titled The Taxman and the Man in the Mirror, Issues Involving Celebrity Rights of Publicity and Other Intellectual Property, presented by Laura Zwicker, Michael Desmond, and Carsten Hoffmann. Laura, Michael, and Carsten, it's a pleasure to introduce you, and welcome.
Thank you, Spencer. So let's start with the baseline question of what is the right of publicity, because we won't know what tax questions we have and other planning issues we might face if we don't know what it is. So the right of publicity is a state law protection against improper or unauthorized use of an individual's name and likeness by others. It's distinct from moral rights, distinct from copyright, trademark protections, and false advertising and false endorsement protections.
And for the Michael Jackson estate, you have to figure out what is future revenue going to look like, how risky is future revenue, how long will you be able to attain future revenue. So it does get a little bit tricky with regard to specific inputs, but at its very foundation, valuing cash flows, whether it's for manufacturing business or for Prince, Michael Jackson, quite similar.
It's interesting just to take a step out of the valuation context, but with a unified credit, and you've got a much larger unified credit right now, some of these numbers we're talking about, you could exclude any of these values under the unified credit. But obviously you've got these recording artists and other celebrities that have a lot of other very valuable assets. So we aren't talking so much about the income stream off of recording rights and other things, but you add that to that, and this could be a very important part. So you might already be over the $13 million threshold for unified credit, which is why the estate tax still becomes a very important discussion, even if you're only talking about several $100,000, several $1 million. Still at a 50% rate at those higher levels of estate value, it can be very meaningful.